Your thumb has been hovering over this button for 6 minutes. You are not calm. You have not been calm since the pre-order. This isn't a heist. Nobody's chasing you. It's just a Friday afternoon with the blinds down and 0 plans. 8 levels. That's what this session has planned for your heart rate tonight. And the last level isn't a boss fight. It's you, at 1 in the morning, promising yourself just one more run. This is not going to be productive. Watch level 1 closely. That thumb is about to make a decision your whole week didn't approve. Level 1. The purchase. You've had this pre-ordered for 4 months. This particular game has sold more copies than the population of Japan. Tonight, you're the one making that number bigger. The countdown hit 0 at midnight. You did not sleep. 1 tap. The money's already gone. You didn't even feel it leave your account. Now the only thing between you and freedom is a progress bar that hates you personally. 41%. You refresh it like staring will make it move faster. You crack the first energy drink of the day. It is currently 11 a.m. This is going to be a long, deeply unproductive day. You text your friend 3 words. You up yet? He's been staring at his own download bar for an hour. You close the blinds at 2 p.m. on a Saturday. The sun did not get an invitation to this. You lay out snacks like you're provisioning for a siege. 89%. You wipe down a controller that was already cleaned. This is a ritual now. 99% somehow lasts longer than the first 98 combined. Then, without asking permission, it's just done. You've been waiting 4 months for this exact second. Your thumb hesitates. Somehow, right at the finish line, you need 1 more second. You don't get 1 more second. The game starts. And whoever you were 5 minutes ago doesn't get a vote in what happens next. That's level 1. Level 2. You don't even get to keep your own face. Level 2. Character creation. This is supposed to take 5 minutes. It does not take 5 minutes. You spend 11 straight minutes on a nose that 90% of players will never even zoom in on. Somehow, he still doesn't look like you. He also doesn't look like anyone else who has ever existed. You decide that's exactly right and move on. You pick an outfit in 4 seconds flat. Big decisions get no time. Small ones get 11 minutes. Then the opening cutscene starts, and suddenly you have a whole backstory you never asked for. A voice you've never heard explains a plan you weren't consulted on. You mash the skip button like it personally wronged you. There's always one more line of dialogue after you think it's over. Then, finally, control drops into your hands for the first time. And the camera pulls back to show you a whole city that doesn't care who you used to be. You take one careful step. Like the game might be lying about letting you move. It's not lying. For 1 full second, you just stand there doing nothing because you can. A stranger on the sidewalk says something that was clearly written for a different mission. You have never felt more powerful over something so pointless. That's level 2. Somewhere down there, level 3 is waiting to teach you how to hold a control stick you've held since you were 6. Level 3. The tutorial. Even though you've played 4 other games exactly like this one, a message pops up to explain which button makes you run. You've known how to run in this exact game since 2013. The stick is already pushed all the way forward. The game is choosing this speed on purpose. A tutorial character gets in the passenger seat and explains how a steering wheel works. There's a glowing line on the road now, in case you've never followed a line before. You already know how to drive. You've known since level 1 of every open world game you've ever touched. You drift 1 inch off the glowing line just to see what happens. What happens is the mission ends immediately, and a screen turns red at you like you personally offended it. You didn't even hit anything. You restart from the checkpoint with the quiet fury of someone who was already an expert at this. This time, you follow the line like your whole personality depends on it. The tutorial keeps going. And going. There's a segment about parking now. Then, all at once, the hand-holding just stops. The tutorial car drives away. Nobody's holding the line for you anymore. That's level 3. Level 4 is the first time this game stops telling you what to do at all. Level 4. Open world. Nobody's telling you where to go. This is the entire point of the genre. You get in the nearest car and turn the radio all the way up before you even pick a direction. You have 0 destinations. For the first time all day, that feels correct. You run your first red light on purpose. Nobody arrests you for that. Yet, you find a hill shaped exactly like a ramp, and physics stops being a suggestion. For 2 full seconds, you are flying. And none of it was the plan. The landing is worse than the flight. The game does not care. You abandon the car and walk straight into the ocean just to see what the game does about it. The game does nothing about it. You are delighted by this. You walk up to a random stranger just to hear what they'll say. It's not much. It never is. You ask for it anyway. In-game, the sun starts going down. In real life, so does yours. Can number 2 joins can number 1 on the table. Nobody invited a clock into this session, and yet here it is. You tell yourself you'll do one real mission. Just one. There's an icon on the map you've been avoiding all day. It doesn't look like sightseeing. It looks like money. You had your fun. Now you want to feel like you're good at something. That's level 4. Level 5 is where this stops being a joyride and starts being a heist. Level 5. Your first real job. The game actually asks you how you want to do this. Guns blazing, or in and out before anyone notices. Loud or smart. You already know which one you're picking. You've known since you turned on the console. Loud. Obviously, loud. You recruit 2 strangers off a phone call to help you rob a building you've never actually seen the inside of. The drive over feels longer than it actually is. Your actual, real-life heart rate is doing something it has no business doing over a building that doesn't exist. You step inside. In-game, every single person turns to look at you. This is the part every guide calls crowd control. You call it the best 90 seconds of your week. A number starts climbing on the screen. It is not real money. Your whole body disagrees. You have never felt more like a criminal mastermind, doing something that, technically, costs you absolutely nothing. The bag fills up. Somewhere, a tiny part of your brain that studied economics is very concerned. You and 2 strangers you met 40 minutes ago sprint for the car like you've done this 100 times. For about 11 seconds, the getaway goes exactly according to plan. You start to relax. You start to feel like you got away with it. Somewhere behind you, someone who saw your face is already talking to a cop. You don't see it yet, but a small light in the corner of the screen just started blinking. That's level 5, and level 6 starts the exact second that light turns solid. Level 6. The star stops flashing. That means they've actually seen your face. 1 star. Local patrol. 2 cars, lights on, polite by comparison to what's coming. You do the responsible thing. You panic completely. You take a turn. A normal person would call reckless, and a GPS would call not a road. 2 stars now. That means a helicopter just joined the group chat. A cone of white light finds your car and refuses to let go of it. Your whole body is leaning with the car. The couch does not turn with you. You duck into an alley and the stars start flashing again. That means, technically, they've lost you. You remember something useful for once. Different car, different chance. You take a stranger's car. The stranger seems fine with it. The game doesn't ask him. For 4 whole seconds, you actually believe this might work. Then a patrol car turns the exact corner you turned. The stars go solid again. And then a third one lights up right next to them. 3 stars. This is where the online guides stop being helpful. Regular patrol cars don't show up for 3 stars. The serious ones do. That's level 6. Level 7 is the 14 minutes where you find out exactly how good you actually are at this game. Level 7. The chase. There's a wall of cop cars parked in a perfect X like they knew you were coming. There's a spike strip laid across the only gap left. You remember from 3 hours ago, in a tutorial you were annoyed about, exactly how a handbrake turn works. You yank it. The car spins 90 degrees around the strip instead of over it. You did not know you could do that. The tutorial, somehow, was not lying to you. Behind you, an entire roadblock has to turn itself around like a confused parade. The helicopter's still up there. Its light keeps almost catching you, like a spotlight that's bad at its job on purpose. You remember something else useful. Shadows are your friend now. You cut the headlights and dive into the alley like the game just taught you a magic trick. The stars start flashing. Somewhere above you, a helicopter is looking at literally anything except where you are. You don't move. You don't breathe. You're pretty sure the couch is holding its breath too. The search circle is shrinking. 10 more seconds and this never happened. A stranger walking his dog looks straight down your alley at the worst possible moment in recorded history. You did not even do anything to him. Doesn't matter. The stars go solid again, right as you were about to be a free man. The helicopter finds the alley in under 2 seconds. It had been circling the whole time. You gun it back out into the street, straight into a roadblock that definitely was not there 60 seconds ago. There is nowhere left on this map that looks like an option. You clip the last car in the line at a speed no insurance policy would ever cover. the world goes gray at the edges. In real life, your stomach drops like it's the one that just crashed. Level 8. The crash. In-game, everything just stops. You don't even get the dignity of a real ending. Just quiet. You wake up outside a building you don't recognize, wearing your own clothes again, and every dollar from the heist is just gone. Somehow, that's funnier than it is upsetting. You just lost 40 minutes of criminal genius to a guy on a sidewalk and his emotional support golden retriever. Ken number 3. The room is fully dark now except for the TV. Somewhere outside those blinds, it became a completely different day. You do not check the actual time. You already know you won't like the answer. You tell yourself something true and completely useless at the same time. Just one more run. You'll do it smarter this time. Remember the 6 minutes you spent hesitating over the very first button tonight? This one takes you 0.4 seconds. You're back on a street corner with a full wallet and zero criminal record, like none of that ever happened. In here, consequences have a full refund policy. That's kind of the whole appeal. There's already a new job lighting up on the map. The game doesn't even let the screen cool down. You already know exactly which building you're driving toward. Your hand finds can number 4 without your eyes ever leaving the screen. That's muscle memory now. Somewhere behind those curtains, the sun is thinking about coming up. You are not thinking about the sun. You are thinking about the loud approach. 4 cans in. 0 regrets on record. 8 levels of adrenaline, and somehow, the only thing that ever really got arrested tonight was your bedtime. So, comment which approach you'd pick, loud or smart, and tell us your worst wanted star story. We all have one. If this hit different, subscribe. Nothing here is normal, especially not your bedtime tonight.